Hello, welcome back. No, this is not clickbait. I studied abroad for free and it is totally possible and you can do it too, and I'm gonna tell you how. So yes, I'm about to give you the real raw numbers about my finances when studying abroad. Reason being, I know finances are usually like, ugh. But with this sort of thing, if I were to tell you like the name of my program and the name of my scholarships and everything, you could Google it and figure it out on your own. Like, it's all public information what I'm about to share. So I already gathered all the information, so I might as well just share it with you. So that is what I'm going to do. You're welcome. So to start off, the program I did was through CIS Abroad, and I did an internship semester in Sydney, Australia. At least it was supposed to be a semester until COVID. It's fine. That'll be another video. So jumping right into the finances and what this all cost. For CIS Abroad to do an internship in Sydney, the placement fee is $6,490 and housing is $1,500. Now this is what it was quoted at when I went for spring 2019, or no, spring 2020. Whoa. And then there's a $500 housing deposit, which you're supposed to get back after you finish your program, and then Plymouth credit $800. So what that is doing an internship, you could get your credit hours through a variety of ways. Some people worked it out through their university. I just did it this way because someone at my university before did it through CIS, and so the course equivalency was already like set up in my university system, so this was just the easiest way to ensure I was getting the credit hours I needed. So basically what it is through CIS Abroad's partnership with Plymouth State University, you can earn between 3 to 12 credits in the fields listed below, and there's a whole bunch of them. There's an $800 fee for interns who wish to receive credit from Plymouth State University. There's no price difference for 3, 6, 9, or 12 credits. The amount of credit is awarded based on the number of hours interned. So if you intern for 480 hours, that's 12 credits, which is the maximum you can do. So basically that works out to be 40 hours a week, so working full-time for 12 weeks. So that is what I did, so I could get the full maximum 12 credit hours. So that is the total for CIS Abroad. Now I used a little discount code for when I applied. It was like a New Year discount. And then I also got, I guess, $100 off since CIS Abroad is an affiliate company of my university. So always, 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 when you are applying for any abroad program, use a discount code. They fully make these prices knowing and fully expecting you to use a discount code. So basically, if you don't, like, you're getting gypped a little bit. So please just like wait to apply till there's a discount code, because like I said, they are fully anticipating you to use it. It's one of those things where they like they say like, oh, it's on sale, but they make like, they list the original retail price knowing they're going to sell it on sale. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, use a discount code. Anyway, so the total to CIS Abroad was $8,940. But as we all know, this is not all that going abroad costs. That is just the generic fees that they list, and it costs so much more than that when you add it all up. So let's talk about that. We're gonna factor it in, okay? We're not playing games here. So before you get on the plane, like before you go abroad, these are some other costs you may have. A visa. My visa to work in Sydney, Australia was $340. That's how it worked out to be American dollars. My plane ticket round trip originally was $1,300. That was before I had to flee the country and went to Hawaii. Another video, another time. Registration fees. So at Alabama for going abroad, there's some registration fee of $125. Okay. UA insurance. My university required me to get a like insurance abroad thing. Another $250. And then master's class fee. So while I was abroad, I took a class online to stay on track with my accelerated master's program thingamajig. Another $286. So Total cost before my plane takes off and I get in the country, $11,241. Now, how did I get that all paid for? Well, at the University of Alabama, I have the Presidential Scholarship. The Presidential Scholarship is basically worth full tuition. So whatever tuition is quoted at for that semester. So this semester for spring 2020, tuition was at Alabama for an out-of-state student, $15,125. Now, how Alabama does their study abroad with their scholarships, which is beautiful, is they... So I pulled up an email to explain this. I did not plan to go abroad until I knew that this is what the University of Alabama does and I could afford it. So I went to the office and like triple checked with them that this is how it worked. So I have a little bit in writing that like I think explains it well. Good morning. Since you have a full tuition scholarship, your scholarship will pay for the number of credit hours you are registered for. With that, if you are registered for 12 credit hours with your abroad program, which I was, you will get that amount dispersed back to you, as well as having your online class covered by your scholarship. Since you are registered for a study abroad program placeholder course, you will receive a refund of $15,125 5 days before the spring 2020 semester begins. So basically what that means is they give you your scholarship to pay for your study abroad program. The kicker is they didn't know that my study abroad program is less than my scholarship, and they are fully aware that students do this. And so this scholarship covered not only what I paid to CIS abroad, but then the rest of my program, like my plane ticket, my visa, my insurance, all those things, with money left over. Crazy. As you said and noticed in that email, they said because you are doing 12 credit hours, you're full-time, you are getting the full value of your scholarship. So if I had studied abroad and only done 9 credit hours or 6 credit hours, which honestly I could have because I didn't need 12 credit hours, but if I had done 9 or 6, then I would have gotten less money. So that is why I chose to work full-time and go for 12 weeks, because then I get the full value of my scholarship, whereas if I only took 6 credit hours, I would only get half the value of my scholarship. So that is another way to get that system work in your favor. So with the Presidential Scholarship, as I said, it is whatever a full tuition at the University of Alabama costs for an out-of-state student. So for example, this past semester, it was $15,125. For these next coming semesters, I think they like lowered the tuition, so it's closer to like $13,000. So obviously then you're getting a little less money, so that kind of like fluctuates year to year. So again, that's how it works at the University of Alabama. On top of that, since we're just being fully transparent, I also received a Rotary Scholarship, which was $1,500, a marketing scholarship, which was $1,000, and then a scholarship through my university's abroad office of $500. So in total funding of money that I got that was not originally mine was $18,125. So when you subtract the total cost of my program before plane even left the ground, I still had left over $6,884. Which is wonderful, because then that was more than enough to pay for food, additional excursions, things you need just to like when you're moving into somewhere new, transportation, because I had an 1.5-hour commute every day to and from work. What else? Like there's just so many little costs with living in a new country that obviously add up, and that is what makes abroad experiences expensive. That is how I did this study abroad completely for free. So I did, obviously fully knowing that my Presidential Scholarship would be able to pay for a semester abroad. That is kind of sort of navigated how I just chose my program. So that is why interning abroad is also a cheaper option. So for example, As we know, interning abroad in Sydney, the total cost in terms of like what they list on CIS abroad for 12 weeks is $7,990. That's like the base cost. If I wanted to go to a university in Sydney for a semester, the total base cost is $18,990 or $20,990. So then obviously even my $15,000 scholarship wouldn't have even covered just the base cost. And that's because when you're studying abroad, like at a university, you are paying university tuition fees and university campus housing accommodation, which is 10 times more expensive. So that is another thing to consider when you're going abroad. If you have the room and the flexibility within your major and the classes you are taking to do an internship and get internship credit hours, like for me, this kind of works out to be like my elective credit hours. I mean, I was also ahead in my studies, so it didn't really matter what credit I was getting while I was abroad. I just needed a little bit of hours. And then another way to also make it cheaper, obviously depending where you go abroad, can be cheaper. So internships in Argentina is like $5,000, $5,500 around there. Internship in London for 12 weeks, just like the fees, like the placement fee and the housing is $10,490. So depending where you go, that also affects the cost of your internship. Do an internship abroad because it is so much cheaper, and then your scholarship covers it, and then you have more money to have more fun and like travel around while you are abroad. Because I was planning originally to use my excess funds to go to Singapore and New Zealand and go around to the Great Barrier Reef and like different parts of Australia. Obviously, coronavirus ruined all my plans. Another video. But yeah, isn't that crazy? Crazy. To summarize how you too can study abroad for free. Let's see. Here are the steps. Get a 32 to 36 on your ACT or a 1420 to 1600 on your SAT with a 3.5 GPA, and then you have to do an early application to qualify for these scholarships at Alabama. Apply to the University of Alabama as an out-of-state student. That's the other thing. Since I'm from out of state, my tuition is technically worth more because it is more expensive for an out-of-state student to go to Alabama. Apply to the University of Alabama, get a good ACT, SAT score, go to the University of Alabama, pick a study or internship abroad program that is less than the value of a full tuition semester. I hope this video was helpful. I hope that some of you now want to go abroad after COVID calms down, because it is definitely possible and affordable to do. I was so happy I figured this out, and I'm so thankful that the University of Alabama has this system with their scholarships that really encourage students to go abroad and really give them the financial opportunity to do so. I think that is amazing. I know that this is not how all universities are. Again, very thankful to the University of Alabama. I think the system is truly amazing, and I think more people should be utilizing this opportunity and taking advantage of it, because I think at Alabama a lot of people don't, especially because no one wants to miss a fall semester of Alabama football. That's literally how I planned my study abroad, was around Alabama football. It's fine. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below what other abroad videos you want, if you have any questions about going abroad or other University of Alabama things, just anything like that. Comment down below. Hit that like button, subscribe, all the good things, and I'll see you next time.